Taking to Truth Social earlier this morning, writing, quote, I am recommending to Senate Republicans that the hundreds of billions of dollars currently being sent to money-sucking insurance companies in order to save the bad health care provided by Obamacare be sent directly to the people so that they can purchase their own much better health care and have money left over. In other words, take from the big bad insurance companies, give it to the people, and terminate per dollar spent the worst health care anywhere in the world, Obamacare. Unrelated, we must still terminate the filibuster. Here to react, Oklahoma Senator and GOP Conference Vice Chair James Lankford. Senator, thanks for being here. Let me just get your reaction to what President Trump is really putting out on Truth Social.
Yeah, it's one of the key reasons that we have continued to be able to push back on what Chuck Schumer is trying to be able to peddle. He's saying, hey, let's just do a one-year extension of these Obamacare subsidies. And the general media gets out there and says, that sounds so reasonable. But what they're really saying is send $40 billion straight to insurance companies that some of them have had between 500 and 1,000% increase in their stock just since the time of Obamacare. So they're saying send all this money to insurance companies and it'll be fine. What the Democrats are not saying is it's pumping money to insurance companies, not to people to be able to help. It's only for about 20 million people, the select group that they have picked. It's not the general population line. Most people's insurance rates are going to continue to go up. Democrats are only trying to subsidize a certain group of folks. It's also funding directly towards abortion. And Democrats won't say this. This was their end around to be able to fund elective abortions by sending money to insurance company, then allowing the insurance to be able to cover abortions as well. So the dutiful media just continues to be able to say this sounds so reasonable from Chuck Schumer, but the facts belie that.
Well, and so to be fair, we'll let you hear a little bit let our viewers hear a little bit of what Chuck Schumer says he's offering. Listen to this, Senator.
Democrats are ready to clear the way to quickly pass a government funding bill that includes health care affordability. Leader Thune just needs to add a clean one-year extension of the ACA tax credits to the CR so that we can immediately address rising health care costs. The ball is in the Republicans' court. We need Republicans to just say yes.
But, Senator, you say no thanks.
Yeah, I say absolutely no thanks. His statement of just Republicans come vote with us, fund abortion from federal tax dollars, send billions of dollars to insurance companies, to just a select group of people, not to help everyone in America, send money to people making up to $500,000 a year. That's what their subsidies for. And also folks on the lower end of it where they're doing zero premiums there. We've actually found there's a tremendous amount of fraud where insurance companies are signing up people that don't even know they have the coverage. So Democrats are saying, let's just keep that rolling. That's working good for us. Let's just keep that rolling. I think the American taxpayer is saying, nope, that's not what we're looking for.
And Senator, just in the last few seconds I do want to get your take on where you stand. Would you support breaking the filibuster, even if in a narrow appropriations lane, to open the government back up?
Yeah, I don't support breaking the filibuster because I've seen up close and personal what Joe Biden would do. If Donald Trump was president from here on out, that wouldn't be an issue, but it's not going to be forever. I don't know who's the president 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Once you break it, you break it, and I know what Joe Biden would have done with that.
Senator James Lankford, thank you for taking time and giving us your insight.
You bet. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Hey, it's Will Cain. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.